Hello guys, welcome to Acco Drive. We have the new Honda SP160 with us today. It is Honda's third offering in the 160cc segment after the Unicorn 160 and the XBlade. This motorcycle will be officially launched on the 8th of August and dispatch of this motorcycle will also start by mid-August. So let's find out what are the key highlights of the new Honda SP160. So let's start with styling first, and as the name suggests, the SP160 takes its design cues from the SP125. You can see that familiar looking headlight, but on the SP160 it's bigger, it's a LED unit, the indicators are bulb type. Moving forward, the fuel tank is nice and big. Again, it has a very sharp fuel tank extension, something similar to that we have seen on the SP125, but the fuel tank is much larger. Now being a commuter, this gets a proper single seat. There are no split seats. In fact, the seat position looks very low. The seat height also looks very low. The center panel also looks a bit sporty. You have this vents over here and a big SP badge. Now moving to the rear, you get a proper big exhaust muffler that is very common for motorcycles in the commuter segment. Even the tail section isn't too sharp or too sporty, but one great design detail is the tail light. It has a nice M shape and it gives the motorcycle a lot of character. The M tail light looks very interesting, but there is no M alphabet in the name. If you guys remember, the Unicorn 160 had the H-shaped tail light, but again it connected with Honda. The XBlade had the X-shaped tail light. So what do you guys think about the M-shaped tail light? Do let us know in the comments. Now powering the SP160 is a very familiar engine. This is a 160cc single cylinder air-cooled engine. This is the same motor that we have seen on the Unicorn 160. In fact, the power and torque outputs are also similar. And having ridden the Unicorn 160, we can say that this engine is very refined and very frugal. So it fits the bill of a proper commuter. On the features front, the SP160 gets a LED headlight and tail light. The instrument console is a fully digital LCD unit, unlike the analog unit on the Unicorn. The layout of the LCD display is similar to that of the Honda CB300R. You get a gear position indicator and data such as fuel efficiency, average speed and fuel consumed. There are no connected features or navigation. So how's the ergonomics of the SP160? First, let's talk about the seat height. The seat height is slightly on the higher side at 796 mm. I'm 5'10". For me, that's not an issue. But for shorter riders, this can be a bit uncomfortable. Now talking about the riding posture, you get a nice flat handlebar. The foot peg is center set. So the riding posture is very upright and very comfortable. One good part is the fuel tank shape. It's very nicely sculpted. Your knees fit into it very properly. So the overall riding posture is very comfortable and very commuter-like. The frame is the same unit as we have seen on the Unicorn 160, and even the suspension hardware has been shared. But unlike the Unicorn, which only gets a front disc brake variant, the SP160 gets a dual disc brake variant and single channel ABS comes as standard. So that's the new Honda SP160. It is basically a more sporty version of the Unicorn 160 as it shares a lot with the Unicorn. As I mentioned before, the launch of this motorcycle is on the 8th of August and deliveries of this motorcycle will commence by mid-August. At the time of shooting, we have not got the pricing of this motorcycle, but we think the SP160 prices could start around 1,15,000 rupees ex-showroom. Now, unlike the Unicorn 160, this is available in two variants. You get a dual disc variant and the premium for that could be around 3,000 rupees. In terms of competition, the SP160 will compete against the TVS Apache RTR 160 2V and the Bajaj Pulsar P150. So what do you guys think about the new SP160? Do let us know in the comments, and thank you for watching.